Calling someone a racist in Boston is a great way to make friends.
Montrealers also don't celebrate Christmas. Little known fact. It's not that they don't believe in Jesus. They just can't picture a 15-year-old virgin.
Speaking of white people, are you guys ready for our first battle? Yeah? Yeah! Sweet! This is Your Hood's a Joke. We're gonna kick it off with a dirtbag battle of the century. Please welcome Montreal versus Boston! Make some noise! We got JJ over here repping Montreal, Liz repping Boston. Here's how it's gonna go. We're gonna do rock, paper, scissors to determine who goes first. They're gonna roast each other. You guys will pick the winner, and I'm gonna play Brown Ryan Seacrest. Okay? Is that cool? Boston roasting Montreal. Make some noise for Elizabeth!
I'm going to be honest with you guys. Writing jokes for this show was a real challenge because Montreal, much like JJ, isn't funny at all. It is a special city, though, because it's equally hated by both the country that founded it and the country it currently belongs to. Has anyone here ever visited Montreal? Oh, I'm so sorry. I hope you got tested. That's not a joke, that's just a bit of practical advice. Because Montreal is basically like the Roppongi of Canada. It's where underage foreigners go to buy cocaine and poke at strippers. So. But despite that, Montreal is a very romantic city. They put the date in date rape capital of North America. Oh. Montrealers also don't celebrate Christmas. Little known fact. It's not that they don't believe in Jesus. They just can't picture a 15-year-old virgin. The only thing that's 15 years old and untouched in Montreal is a stick of deodorant. The Canadian government recently legalized marijuana, but honestly, why bother? Montrealers are already stupid, lazy, and addicted to cheese. Seriously, white people in Montreal are so garbage, it's the only city in Canada where the KKK starts doubting their beliefs. Pornhub, RedTube, and YouPorn are all headquartered in Montreal. It's not even a joke, you guys. That's a fact. That is true. And their main exports include emotionally damaged jailbait and men who can't find your G-spot. Speaking of not being able to orgasm, JJ's wife actually has a lot in common with the city of Montreal this time of year. Beautiful to look at, but also completely frigid, so. Montreal was once famous for its gigantic beaver pelts, but also not a joke, just true. But then JJ's mother began waxing. Sorry, Natalie. All right. Montrealers are also known for bastardizing other cultures in order to create something disgusting. For example, poutine. Also, JJ's daughter. Hiroshima and Montreal are sister cities. And much like celebrity siblings Khloe and Kim Kardashian, one is famous for having its self-esteem destroyed by America, and the other one produces mediocre amateur porn. Montreal is home to both Cirque du Soleil and the world's largest jazz festival, giving people 2 more reasons not to visit Montreal. All jokes aside, Montreal is very cultured. They've tested more vaginal swabs for STDs than Charlie Sheen's medical team. Just for Laughs, the largest comedy festival in the world, is also located in Montreal. Its founder was just arrested for rape, or as he called it, a tight 5. Ooh. All right. We know where the line is. That's good. All right. Take notes. All right. The city of Montreal is a lot like Celine Dion's vagina. It's been thoroughly ravaged by old Frenchmen. There's no money left in it. And the only people still interested in seeing it are Chinese tourists. Thank
Elizabeth Hickey! Strong start. Strong start. Roasting Montreal. All right. All right, guys, give it up for JJ. Montreal roasting Boston!
Boston is an incredibly cold and sour place. And that's just Liz's vagina. Happy hour is banned in Boston. It has nothing to do with alcohol. It's just that no one in Boston is allowed to be happy. The best way to describe Boston is to picture Vin Diesel if he was a city. And if it's marathons, we're Paul Walker. Many incredible and famous comedians are from Boston. Liz will never be one of them. Joe Rogan is from Boston. Bill Burr is from Boston. Louis C.K. is not from Boston, but you thought he was, wasn't you? All right, let's face it. Sexual assault by creepy old gingers is very on brand for your city. It's the Irish thing. They played up a lot in Boston. That's why you have so many battered women's shelters. Boston's a poster child for toxic masculinity. Bunch of women beaters. Show me a girl in Boston who's never had a black eye or a broken nose, and I'll show you a girl who's probably never had a boyfriend. Calling someone a racist in Boston is a great way to make friends. It's not the whitest city in America, but it wants to be. Elizabeth's job, she's a film colorist. Perfect job for someone who spent their entire life putting the colors in their rightful place. How are you gonna call yourself Beantown when you don't even have any Mexicans? You ever wonder how Boston got that nickname, Beantown? Canadians give you farts, and yours is a city full of giant assholes. So, Boston lit the fuse that sparked the American Revolution. It's no exaggeration to say that Boston gave birth to the United States of America. 250 years later, still giving birth to obnoxious jackasses. Apparently, Boston's downtown is quite nice and very well taken care of. Yeah. And if you go down there, you might see a homeless person or two. A lot like Liz's vagina. Boston is one of the 6 original NHL cities. Now, not everyone in Boston plays hockey, of course, but they all have faces like they do. Yeah. People in Montreal are so good looking, I wasn't allowed to stay there. But in Boston, I'm basically your king. Now, Montreal's about twice the size of Boston, but you got some good shit. Your portions are twice the size, and so are your women. Yeah. Boston is famous for its lobster. Liz is infamous for her crabs. The people of Boston resemble lobsters. They turn bright red in the sun, and they're loaded with cholesterol. The Boston cream pie is disgusting. It is literally the worst category on Pornhub. I know why you married a dude from Portland. Who the hell would want to have sex with that accent? Oh, babe, you're so hot. Like hat. I just love your clam. I'm gonna spray you with my chowder. You're disgusting garbage people. Little known fact, America's white trash cookie of choice is the Fig Newton. And it was named after the Boston suburb of Newton. Yeah, and it resembles Boston in so many ways. It's got a mildly interesting center surrounded by a ring of cheap white flakes. And much like Elizabeth, you'd only eat it if you're drunk. Montreal Sunday Limited, everybody!
Moment of truth, guys. Moment of truth. Make some noise if you like Liz. Make some noise if you like JJ. Oh, Liz wins. Montreal loses. Boston wins something for a second. Huge opening round. Guys, give it up one more time. Try not to hit somebody with that dick on the way out. Seriously, there's not enough room on this stage for a penis.